Well, Poonyah is an ecosystem where we're using IoT devices, computing, and AI-enabled health algorithm to help seniors who are living on their own, and we want to make sure that they live happily, independently. So it's to empower them. Now, it all started because of my own problems in my life when I saw that my father actually passed away a few years ago, and my mother was living on her own. That was constantly bothering me, that what can I do to make her, what can I do to help her, basically? How can I assist her and make sure that she's okay? And she doesn't want to go to the care home. She's okay, but she's aging. And I wanted to make sure that I want to do something. And it was constantly bothering me. I couldn't really put much attention into my work. And I thought, okay, I am an entrepreneur with 20 years of background into digital sector. I've done a lot of interesting projects using technology, and why there is no technology to help me and people like me in the situation who want to help their grandparents, their parents, and do something about them from their very, very busy lifestyle. So I thought, okay, this is it. I'm going to do something. I'm going to stop what I'm doing and find a solution. And I decided to travel across to various countries, attended various medical conferences, and found there were a lot of tools. There are many solutions here and there, but nothing integrated. So I thought, okay, there are wearables, there are some IoTs, there are some algorithms, but there's nothing in like one solution which can help me do something about it. I don't want to give just a watch to my mother and see, is she okay? I wanted a lot more than that. So I thought, okay, these are the partners I want to work with. I decided to take a break from London and went back to India. Recruited my team, and thought, okay, this is what we are going to do. We are going to create a platform, an ecosystem where there are some IoT devices, there's some, there's a health algorithm, and I can see on my phone, is my mother okay? And if I want to do something, can I order some help? I mean, you can get Uber Eats food from Uber. You can get so much in technology today. Why not in healthcare? So it is very fragmented. So I came up with this, and it took long 1.5 years, a lot of hard work, a lot of sleepless nights, but amazing. Every single second I think is worth it, because today I can see my mother, she's fine. I can check every day her health score, how's she doing, and I can actually go very deeply into it. Is there anything I need to do? And then I can call the carer. Can you take her to the doctor? Or a doctor can see as well, and they can call. So I'll tell you what I did actually. So how did we develop the solution? But that was my story from the beginning to how we've got a solution now. So that's the device we have. One of the devices that we've got integrated in our platform. What it does is, this is just one device, will take care of your pulse rate, heart rate, ECG, blood sugar, everything within a minute will come onto my phone. So this is with my mother. It is as easy to handle as a WhatsApp or Facebook. It's that simple. If my mother knows it, she can do it herself. If she doesn't, then the carer can do it. All the vitals comes in this. On top of that, there is 12 questions that is an FDA-approved health algorithm, wherein you just have to say yes or no. And that gives an accurate picture of how she is doing with a health score. And that health score is her own individualized score. It's a personalized score. I know that if, is it 78 or 79, and it is going down or going up. So it is an accurate presentation of her own health status. So that gives me a lot of, satisfaction. I'm back here in England, and I wasn't sure whether I'm going to come back or not. I wanted to have a control over it. I'm happy. I came back here in March, and then it just opened up. A lot of other people were looking for same solution. They came to me, from corporate to insurance to a lot of other sectors, wherein we need this. This is like all fragmented everywhere. There are solutions, but there's no one solution. So there were a lot of talks happening. Right now what we have is a real-time monitoring, is a GDPR-compliant cloud platform, connected care. So now we've got a solution where a family member, a carer, a doctor, all connected with that older adult who's on their own in the home, happily living, knowing that somebody is looking at me. I don't need to be worried. I don't need to go to the doctor. So that's how it is, actually, that's how it works. We are integrating more and more sensors, like whether she had enough food, enough water, that's very important. Is there any fall? Is there any other problem that I need to know? And if I do, then all that is connected with the older adult, to the family and the carer and the doctor. We've got, I mean, everybody has got mobile. So it all comes on your own phone. All you have to do is download your own app, and your mother or your father or your grandparent are there. You just check the health score, and then you know, okay, I'm happy, they're fine. Because you're all busy. Everyone is busy. Nobody has time, but we are all concerned. We want to give back to them. We owe, and we feel like we want to contribute, but we can't. Nobody has time. But now we can, because it's all connected. So doctors get a screen like this where they can see the vitals. So, I mean, if you see, this is a clinician's screen where they can see how's the health score going, is there anything required, and we do a holistic checkup with the 14 questions, which is the assessment. Are you all right? Is there a respiratory problem, or is it a, digestive tract is not okay? So that's how they can actually track to the right person. While I was working on all this, I had not thought that this could be of much importance to the hospitals. It is very good for hospitals because they can now discharge patients early, and which was nothing that I thought, but when I was speaking to a few doctors, and they said that, it's great. I can discharge 1 day of NHS for a patient costs £5,000 a day. And if they discharge 1 day earlier, that's great, that's a lot of saving. Now, after coming to the UK, there was a different market, and we thought, I came in touch. There are a lot of partners, integrations happen. We've got an excellent team here in the UK who's working with me on the project. And then we realized that it's a massive, massive market. That's not what I was thinking earlier, but this is how it came up, and the solution is needed for everyone here. There is a huge increase of 47% in next 10 years in the older generation. They need help. The social care sucks. It's not good. It's absolutely, if you see, if Brexit happens, this is the amount of social care we're going to have. And if it doesn't, that's where we are. But that's what we need. So massive gap. How can I help, or the solution help? Is technology can do a lot of wonders. And in terms of the market, it's a massive market. £100 billion is spent every single year. Out of that, 10.9 billion are spent by people like you and me, personally from our pocket to help our own parents and older adults. So, well, the key benefits is that you get the person-centric record. You know what's happening. It's real time, and it's the digital health data. We do have on our product roadmap to get blockchain on top of it to make sure it's completely secure, and then we've heard lots of benefit of why. So we're going to have that on top of it. And we are a subscription-based model, so we give the product at no cost, and we ask them that, okay, you need to just give it to the family member, and they just touch it. It takes 2 minutes, answer it, and that's it, job done. We get to know how they are doing. This is the revenue model, and people in this sector, well, this sector has a lot of people in different manner. That nobody is there. I don't know anyone who's doing exactly what we're doing. So, but there are companies like Vision and Imis who are EHR, working with NHS. Then there's Elder, Saracare, Birdie, who are care management platform. There are tons of devices like Fitbit and iWatch. And then there are some platforms, they're not platforms, they're product, where you can constantly monitor the data. But there is no one which is going to compile all the data and give you one number. There is so much data out there, it doesn't make sense. What if your BP is high? But that's okay, that's your normal BP. So I'll give you an example that sometimes a person who's got COPD or specifically diabetic, their score might be 60, but that's probably right score for them. We've done a lot of pilots in India. Again, it was something which came. Can I just 1 minute? Okay.
Very quick 1 minute.
Okay, well, quickly. So we've got some traction here. We're starting a pilot with Homerton Hospital. We are starting a pilot with Care Home Group UK, which has got 16 homes. and we're integrating with a lot of interesting partners so that it is all interconnected.
Okay, thank you. Big hand for Deepti. No, that's enough. Sorry, we're finished. Okay, judges, 3 minutes for questions.
Okay, well, okay. I've got absolutely amazing team here, and 2 of my team members are here.
Come on, pictures. Thank you very much. All right, judges, questions.
So my question is just in relation to the future when you're thinking about wrapping this up in blockchain. Have you thought any more about exactly how you're going to integrate blockchain?
Stuart is going to answer that. Well, I heard you, Natalie, on the first time, about 1.5 years ago, when you explained how your grandmother, all the story, and I think it is so powerful that once we are up and running, every single person has got their own Poonyah app.
So do I get royalties to it?
Sorry?
I get some royalties.
Okay, yeah, another judge has got a question.
So I just want to say that all the data, this is all data, and the data ownership is important, and that's how blockchain is going to come into picture.
So just to clarify, you built the hardware.
So,
You showed something.
I did. I showed you because that's at stage 1. We have one of the hardware, like I said, and an algorithm as well. But we are an ecosystem essentially. We have our own open API key, which is ready to integrate with others, and we are integrating a lot of others like Apple Watch, Fitbit, and other devices. But this is we are the exclusive distributors for this, but this is not designed by me. I've traveled and I've partnered with the people that I partner with good for.
So you have this piece of hardware that collects data.
Yes.
From different things that are already out there or new things that are going to be built?
Well, this one has got sensors. So that's how you take the ECG, SpO2, temperature, there's a blood sugar, and then there's a cuff which comes with it, and you take the blood pressure.
Understood. And so that was the first question. The second question is, if I understood that you will develop a decentralized data housing, but currently the data is centrally housed by you or by AWS in the cloud or something?
Yes, it is in AWS in the UK, and for India it is in India, AWS India server.
And are there any plans, just to be a little bit more granular in the question that was asked, to develop some type of token economy behind it or some type of use to, but currently that's not the case.
Chief Medical Officer is Dr. Stewart.
Then it will be done.
Stuart, all rights go to you.
Okay.
I don't need to answer anything.
Okay.
He's got all it in
So Stu, you have until next year.
Okay, Jenny's got a question.
Can I ask, so you're going to have lots of data streams, health data streams coming in together. Number one, how are those data streams going to be integrated into an electronic health record? And number two, can blockchain be used to verify and validate those data streams at source, so that they haven't been manipulated and they are truly a data source from that person, and everything is blocked by blockchain?
So, first question is about the EHR, right? Implementation of EHR. So, we are at the moment starting our integration with EMIS, and then there is Vision Health, and there are PCS and other platforms that we're integrating with. So, if NHS adapts it, likes it, then they can just simply say, okay, go and buy Poonyah, or just take the Poonyah platform, and then doctors can see on their screen the whole of the vitals or health score on their own screen. So that's how EHR is going to be integrated. So we're going to be part of them. We've discussed it. We're going forward. So the data can be shared, and they can just simply do whatever they're doing at their home, and doctor can check or call. Okay, I want you to come. I've seen. I think you need to come. So it's all preventive care. It's a thing that patient needs to be called. And second, with the decentralization of data, I'm not too sure. This is Stuart to answer again. Actually, this is his baby in terms of making it blockchain.
Okay, time's up. Thank you very much. So a big hand for all